Now I'm down in Tribeca, right next to the Narrow, but I'll be hood forever. I'm the new Sinatra, and since I made it here, I can make it anywhere. Yeah, they love me everywhere. I used to cop in Harlem, all of my Dominicanos right there up on Broadway. Pulled me back to that McDonald's, took it to my staff.
Had this Minimates Thor figure for quite a while. It comes with interchangeable hands, but I've never done a display until today, so I thought I would just do a quick display with these frost giants as the background, and I just have some lighting illuminating his hammer. So let's see how the picture turns out. I think it's nothing very dramatic, but I hope the picture comes out well. Was combing through some of the old A.C.B.A pictures, and I had sudden inspiration to do this picture. So here I have a fallen X-Men, unknown because the body is wrapped up. But I do have Wolverine consoling Nightcrawler, who's holding a cross prop. So yeah, just a very simple display, but it does demonstrate some emotion. So I think the problem with a lot of newbies is that they want to do some big bang complicated display, but it neither tells a story nor invokes some emotion, or has good posing. So I don't know, personally I'm not really a crazy fan about doing something very elaborate. Sometimes a simple display like this can be difficult. It seems like a vanilla pose, but there are some subtle things you can do. So for example, the way Wolverine is looking away, has his hand on Nightcrawler's shoulder. Nightcrawler is clutching his cross. The tail also can be have some pose. So it looks more complicated than it seems. There's some thought process put into it. So yeah, I'm gonna change things around. So stay tuned for the B side. So for the B side, I switched things up. So now I have Nightcrawler as the consoler, consoling his buddy Logan. So with the same prop in the background, but they've changed roles. So I hope you guys enjoy this display, and let me know what you think. Okay, so I've had this idea for about 2 days. So finally I'm getting down to executing this picture. So here I call it alter ego. So I have Matt Murdock behind the window looking out, and I have his vigilante disguise. I have him in his Daredevil disguise, jumping down the building. So yeah, just a very simple display that I came up with. Yeah, so I hope you guys like the picture. I mean, I love DD. He's my favorite Marvel hero. So I would like to do more pics of him, but of course I have to think of good displays to do. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this display as much as I did. So anyways, there was some controversy regarding my picture I did of Logan and Nightcrawler because of the planting of the feet. So for this picture, I made sure that I triple check my planting of the feet. But anyways, in the end, I decided not to include a picture of their feet. So I just did. This is a kind of a continuation of my alter ego series. So I did a picture with Matt Murdock and his alter ego Daredevil. So here I have Daken and his current persona, the Dark Wolverine. So he has the bone claw. So that's how we differentiate Logan from Daken. So anyways, I'm using again the one section of the dial from Mark G. Nolan. So and then I just have a simple construction barricade in the background and with a black backdrop. But I think it's time to change my construction paper. So it's kind of like this coloring. So I kind of did some emergency work on it by using a marker to color over it. So from certain angles you can't really tell that it's been colored over, which is fine, but I think I'll get a replacement backdrop as soon as possible. It's still the public holiday now, but I'll try to get something soon. So stay tuned for more M.A.T.O. I'll be back in a bit. I've been having a lot of fun with the alter ego series that I started. I have a ton of ideas that I wanted to do, but I was chatting with Book earlier, so he kind of told me to pace myself. So I've already done 2 alter ego pictures this week, so I'm going to kind of ration my ideas. So I'm going to do about 1 or 2 alter ego pictures every month. So I'm going to put it on hold for the moment till March. So anyways, I came up with another idea. So here I have the Spectre. So the Spectre is seldom featured in A.C.B.A. pictures. So this is actually the glow-in-the-dark variant, but I'm not going to do a glow-in-the-dark picture. So I kind of have him behind the Chitauri balcony prop. So here I have a Harvey Dent body with a bunch of flames that came with the Iron Fist figure. So the Spectre is kind of the God's vengeance. So here I have him in the picture setting a baddie on fire. So he's kind of falling off the balcony and screaming some vulgarities at the same time. So just something I came up with, which I thought was pretty dope, and I like how the colors came out. So I hope you guys enjoy this picture. I've probably said this like a million times, but Constantine is one of the characters, strangely enough, I've never actually read in the comics, but I just like the look and feel of the character and the character's background. So I love doing pictures with this guy, be it standalone or with other DC characters. So I just had this sudden inspiration to do this picture. So he loves smoking, and he knows magic. So it doesn't matter that he doesn't have matches with him. He can just conjure fire to light his cigarette. So I thought this would be a cool concept to do. So I hope you guys enjoy the picture. So anyway, just a simple red backdrop, lamp. I don't have a light tent yet. I'm still working on that. and then a flame prop from the Iron Fist figure, and then the Shitari balcony prop. So simple, but if you do it at the correct angle, the correct lighting, you know, even though I'm using a smartphone, the picture will still come out well. So keep grinding and continue watching M.A.T.O. So decided to get these two WWE figures as thugs. So here I paired them with Black Mask versus a clown thug. So yeah, just a display where I'm kind of using the two thugs to hang a clown thug off the railing to get him to talk. So here the thug says no wait, and yeah, basically Black Mask is waiting for some information from him. So you know, I like this. I really like this Black Mask figure. I guess my only gripe is that because the suit is closed, so it's quite hard to pose him. Let's say if I want him to be bending over or whatnot. So yeah, this figure is quite static in that sense. But otherwise, I like the sculpt and everything about the figure. So I hope you guys enjoy the pictures. Okay, so here I don't usually use white backgrounds, but I thought I'll try variety. So I'm going with a white construction paper as the backdrop. And here I have a bunch of figures that I'm preparing for display. So I think by now you kind of can guess what is the display I'm going to do. But instead of the new cat figures, I'm going with the old cat figures that I have. So one of them is a custom done by Billy Mahoney. It's actually Nick Fury, but I'm going to use it as Steve Rogers in a moment. So stay tuned for this new display. So I got the Steve Rogers head on the Nick Fury custom body. And I like the Toy Biz cap shield, so I'm using it here. And then I have the Samuel L. Jackson Fury in the background, so I kind of borrowed the pose from Book Nice. So yeah, just a very simple display, inspired by the movie trailer. Excited about the Winter Soldier movie, so very much looking forward to that. Yeah, so that's pretty much what I have to say about the display. I'm going to move on to the next display, so stay tuned for that. So in continuation with my Winter Soldier movie theme, here I have the Black Widow with Winter Soldier. So it's also going to be Valentine's Day soon, so I thought I'll do a more loving display with these two characters, because they were both trained Russian assassins. So I thought this would be quite apt. So I hope you guys enjoy this very simple display and the poses. So yep, keep grinding. Like, comment, subscribe, and continue watching M.A.T.O. So the picture you saw earlier is the Justice League artwork by Alex Ross. So you know, it's strange enough that my colleague, who is a lady, she's quite for a noob, she's quite familiar with quite a lot of comic book characters. So she sent me that artwork by Alex Ross, who is coincidentally one of my favorite illustrators. So she explicitly made a request for me to do a cover art display based on that picture that I showed previously. But I took some liberty, so you know that artwork has a white backdrop. I've been kind of fooling around with this display for an hour, but I couldn't get the white backdrop to work. So I switched things around. I used a blue backdrop, grey, so on and so forth, but I wasn't very happy with the outcome. So I decided to use the diorama made by Mark G. Nolan. So here it is. So I also, you know, besides taking liberty with the backdrop, I did some my own interpretation of that piece by Alex Ross. So if you guys played with DCUC figures, you probably know by now the articulation is not fantastic compared to what you get with Marvel Legends. Like these characters can't fold their arms. Quite a number of them, the characters in the Alex Ross artwork cross their arms. So you know, I took some liberty here. So instead of crossing arms, I had some of them with their arms or their hands on their hips instead. So for example, like the Flash, Black Canary, I did them in these poses instead. But for the rest of them, I tried as much as possible to be true to the Alex Ross illustration. So you know, like for example, Atom is climbing Hawkman, but I had him, you know, just standing stationary on Hawkman's harness instead, and so on and so forth. So I think this picture came out quite well. Billy Mahoney will probably love this picture a lot, because in this picture, Aquaman is really very arrogant. He's in this arrogant pose. His body language and everything shows that he's very confident of himself. He's looking up, and this is probably my favorite version of Aquaman. He's in gold, so I intentionally chose this figure. And you know, Flash, this is the Wally West version, which I've never featured before. So here he is now. So I thought I'll use the Wally West version instead, because his expression is kind of like in a smirking expression, which I thought was quite suitable for this picture. And I kind of mix and match things. So for example, this is the Last Sun version of Superman. I use him instead of the DCUC version. And I used the new 52 Batman, which I felt was quite close to what you get in the picture, in the artwork. And then here I'm also using the TRU version of Hal Jordan, which is shinier. So yeah, I mean, this pretty much is a lot of my own vision in this picture. You know, even the Green Arrow is not the classic Green Arrow, it's the newer, more modern version of Oliver. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this picture as much as I did. It's crazy. It took really a lot of time to do this display, but I kind of like this final version. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. So I wanted to do a quick segment where I'm going to request for questions from you guys who follow me. So I'm looking to do kind of a Q&A segment in the next episode. So you guys have like 2 weeks to post me questions, and I'll answer them in the next episode. So yeah, I guess, you know, you can ask me anything, comic book related, A.C.B.A related, whatnots, and I'll do my best to answer them.
I mean, even if you have like, let's say some ad hoc A.C.B.A. display request that you want me to do, I'll do my best to fulfill that request. So yeah, appreciate it if you guys can send your queries. You know, you can post it as a comment below. You can email me at my email address. You can hit me up on the A.C.B.A. Facebook group, whatnots. So, you know, don't be shy. Send your questions and I'll do my best to answer them. So, till the next episode, comment, like, and subscribe. Take care. Ciao.
That's crispy.